We come to question 5. Question 5 is as follows. A hemophilic mother had 2 sons who were both hemophilic. The father was non-hemophilic. A hemophilic mother had 2 sons who were both hemophilic. The father was non-hemophilic. Question 5a. Define the term hemophilia. Define the term hemophilia. What is hemophilia? Hemophilia is a rare disorder in which the blood doesn't clot in the usual way because it has not enough blood clotting proteins. Now, when you talk about blood clotting proteins, we are talking about factor 8. Okay, blood clotting proteins are also called factor 8. Okay, so when the blood has little or no blood clotting proteins, then it will have difficulties in clotting. Okay, so the blood will have issues with the clotting. So the mother had the problem with the blood clotting. So that's how basic we can define hemophilia. We are saying hemophilia is a rare disorder in which the blood doesn't clot in the usual way because it has not enough blood clotting proteins, also known as factor 8. Okay, we come to question 5b. Question 5b is using letters XH and XH. So you can see that the XH first has the H is small letter and the H in second X is in capital letter. Write down the genotype of the 1 father, 2 mother. So now let me talk about XH. The XH in the statement there or in the question, when you look at the first XH, which has the small letter, that means that is for if you have a condition of hemophilia. Okay, you'll be denoted by XH. And XH in capital letters, that means you don't have the condition of hemophilia. Okay, so now let's go to answering question. Now let's talk about the first question, which is the genotype of the father. Okay, so we know that the father has as XY. A male has XY. A male has XY. So now, since the father is non-hemophilic, that's what we are told in the earlier statement there on top. We are told that the father was non-hemophilic. Therefore, he is going to have on his X there will be capital letter H. On his X there will be capital letter H because he doesn't have this medical condition of hemophilia. Then we come to 2. For the 2, which is the mother, we know that for the female it's XX. So now, since the female has got a condition, since the mother has the condition of hemophilic, not the female, but the mother has the condition, this specific mother has a condition of hemophilic. So since she has got the condition of hemophilic, we are going to write X with his small letter H. Okay, so her X's will have small letter H to denote that she is hemophilic. Okay, so basically that's how you can write the genotype of the parents. Okay, now what I want you to do is copy these genotypes of the parents, the father and the mother, write it on the paper, because when we're answering question 6, we're going to use these genotypes of the parents. Okay, now we come to question C, 5C. So like I said earlier on, I said that you write the genotype of the mother and the father on a paper because we're going to use that information on this question. Okay, so I hope you did as I advised. If you did not, please, I'll still write that here on the screen. the genotype, the parental genotype, I'll write them. Okay, so the actual question is, using a genetic diagram, explain why both boys were hemophilic. Using a genetic diagram, explain why both boys were hemophilic. Okay, so what we're going to do is first we'll start with parental phenotype. So we start with the parental phenotype of the father. The father is non-hemophilic father, so that means the father is normal. Then versus the mother. The mother, we are told in the statement that she is hemophilic. That means that the mother has a condition, a medical condition. Now we come, after we write that, then we come to parental genotype. Okay, so parental phenotype, these are features that you can visibly see. Parental genotype, these are things that you can't see, they are in genes. Okay, so parental genotype is XHY, that is for the father, and XHXH, that is for the mother. Okay, now we come to gametes. So to write gametes, what we need to do is just separate these parental genotype, just to divide the parental genotype. So we're going to have XH, then we're also going to have Y there, then that is for the father. When we come to the mother, we're going to have XH and XH there. Okay, and remember the father, the H for the father is capital letter and the H for the mother is small letter. Okay, now once we've done that, the next thing we're going to do now is we are going to come up with the offspring genotype. Okay, if the mother and the father met and they had children, 4 children. Okay, how many children will have the mother's condition and how many will not have? That's what we want to trace. Okay, so first thing we'll start with the offspring genotype. So to come up with offspring genotype, what I'm going to do is first I'm going to draw the arrow from the XH of the father coming down, then that is the first X of the father. Then we come to the first X of the mother, we draw a line meeting the arrow from the XH of the father, and then when we meet there, then we write these alleles that has these chromosomes that have met, so which means that have mixed there. So we have got XH, the H in capital letters from the father, and XH in the H in small letters from the mother. Then we write it down there. Okay, once we've done that, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to write again the arrow coming from XH of the father coming here near where there is under Y. Then we also now this XH, which is of the father, which is in capital letter H, will meet with the second XH of the mother with the small h. Then they meet like this, like the way I've drawn. Then I'm going to write these letters. So I'm going to have XH which is XH in green with capital letter, and XH in blue with small letter. Okay, which is from the mother in capital letter from the father. Now once I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to once I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come to Y. Okay, then I'm going to draw an arrow coming from Y up to under X, the first XH of the mother here. Then I'll draw an arrow from XH of the mother coming down here. Then we're going to have something like XHY. Okay, XHY. Then I draw again another arrow from Y meeting under the last XH of the mother down here, and then the other arrow coming from the XH of the mother down here, and then I write this chromosome, which is XH, which is XH small letter from the mother, Y from the father. Okay, so now as you can see, all the letters I've written in green, these are chromosomes that are coming from the father, or alleles that are coming from the father. Then these in blue are coming from the mother. Okay, so now we have written the offspring genotype. Now what we need to do is now we come up with the offspring phenotype. Okay, so now when you look at the offspring of phenotype, so when you look at the offspring genotype, we can see that XX is for the female, so these are daughters. So one and the first child and the second child, these are daughters. So we can say the daughters, how are they? When you look at offspring phenotype, how are they going to be? They have got X with the H capital and X with the small letter h. These are normal. They are balanced. They are normal. Then same applies with the second one, the second child. So meaning these daughters, they are normal. They have got normal condition just like the father. Okay. Now we come to these last two where we have got XY, meaning these are sons, they are boys. The last two are boys. So we can see that they have got XH, which is X, and the small letter H, Y. So these, they have a condition. So these, they are hemophilic sons. Okay, these are hemophilic sons. As you can see, the genotype of these two sons, they are the same. So means they are both hemophilic sons. Okay, they have a medical condition like their mother. So the question is asking us to say, explain why both boys were hemophilic. So the answer is here down where I've written note, the sons inherited hemophilic genes from the mother. The sons inherited hemophilic genes from the mother. Okay, so that is the explanation we can give. Please, this is what I can explain on this question. If you have got questions, please ask in the comment section. We'll be glad to respond to your questions. Otherwise, thank you so much. Please, if you have been watching up to now, that means you have liked our video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also share this video. And if you haven't yet liked the video, please, we'll be pleased to see your like on our video. Okay.